Hey, welcome back to Pardon My Imagination. My name is Jasmine, and today I'm going to be doing a different video from my normal video. It's not going to be about books per se. Today I'm going to be talking about some of the journals or workbooks that I have that I feel like people could use going into 2019. And basically this is just to help with self-care, changing your habits, and basically just working on yourself, because although we think we're all perfect and all this other stuff, we always have room for improvement. So I'm going to be sharing some of the workbooks that I found and that I really enjoy, and the ones that I plan on using for 2019. So let's just get into it. What I have here is a journal. I want to say I found it at Ross or TJ Maxx, one of those ones, and it's basically like a sketchbook. I don't really like the ones with lines in it. I have really big handwriting, so I don't like being restrained by the lines in notebooks, so I didn't get one of those. So this is just like a typical sketchbook, but this is what I plan on using for my journaling. And so let me just show you the first couple of workbooks that I have. The first two that I have are technically a combination of two, so it's 31 creative ways to love and encourage her and him, and obviously this one would be for her to write about him, and then this one is obviously for him to write about her. Now, I found these a long time ago when I was deployed in Qatar. That was like 2016 or something like that. 17? I don't know. I can't remember. But I found these online, and I found them on Amazon for like, I want to say $20, and it's just 1 month. And basically these journals are to help you better love your partner. Now, you don't have to just apply these to a relationship as serious as like your boyfriend, girlfriend, fiancés, or like your spouse. Obviously you can use these for regular relationships, friendships. Honestly, it's just a really good way to show, like, what am I trying to say? It's just really a way to show how you should love someone. Not really love someone, that's like the wrong word. So basically this journal it's a little bit on the Christianity side, so if you don't believe or you don't have a higher power or whatever, maybe not for you, but I mean, you could probably still learn some things out of it. But basically every day you're supposed to do something new. So obviously this is the table of contents, and this is why I was saying it's more like a Christian side of it, because you have your prayer, scripture, and things like that. And it just goes on the long line. It goes down the line of things that you're supposed to be working on. And this is just basically of like, you are supposed to be doing things to show your appreciation for the other person, which is why I said that it doesn't necessarily have to be for relationships, and it can be for friendships or any relationship that you're trying to work. You know, you have more friends, work on your friendships, and things like that. I do plan on using this. I'm not in a relationship, but it never hurts to touch up on it, and you never know what happens. So I do plan on using this one. I'm not going to write in it. I don't ever write in them, because like I said, you can always improve. So I want to be able to use these over and over again and things like that. So the next one that I have here is Reclaim Piece by Piece, and this is volume 1. This is a signature edition, and this is from Taitana Jerome. Same thing applies as the last ones. You don't have to use this just for if you broke up with your boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever have you. You could actually use this as well as friendships, because sometimes we have toxic friendships, or we lose someone and things like that, and we don't know how to handle our emotions for it. So this is a really good workbook, and I'll flip through just a little bit of it. It has an introduction, a table of contents, and then how to use the journal. So it just basically breaks it down into, the first section is like talking about your previous relationship and how it ended and how it made you feel. And this really makes you dive into your feelings and things that some of us sometimes like to avoid. And I think this is a really good workbook. Sometimes we don't really want to talk to other people about it, or we don't want to go see someone. And I feel like these workbooks specifically are really good to help you so that you don't have to necessarily talk about it. You can write it down, and sometimes writing things down really, really helps. And you realize that you are holding in some things that you didn't know that you had. And writing through it is really helpful. So this basically starts with just the relationship, and then as you progress, the sections start changing, and then it's going to start talking about like how you're feeling, and if obviously the old relationship is affecting how you're feeling and stuff like that. And I think you probably could get about a month's worth of things in it. But like I said, I also don't write in my journals or these workbooks. I write in a journal. So I'm going to save this because God forbid I get into another relationship and it ends badly. I can come back to this workbook and work through it. And the last workbook that I have here is from the same Taitana Jerome. This is from Set in Soul. Same workbook. This is a different one. And this one is basically all about self-care. And basically, I want to say it's kind of geared towards more like people that are going through depression and things like that. And you just aren't taking very good care of yourself, such as self-love and things like that. This is all about self-love. Excuse me. And this is the ones I do plan on using. And so essentially the first couple of pages are just a bunch of questions. Like questions that are going to make you feel uncomfortable. But I would go through them and I would just answer them. Like I said, I feel like even if you just got one of these workbooks, you don't have to go on there and buy every single workbook. But even this one, like I highly, highly recommend this one. It's called Crowned. And I would just get this just for self-care. Even if you aren't depressed or anything like that, some of these questions, like, really make you think about what you want. And this can help you with setting your goals, knowing what you want to accomplish, and just overall being successful and taking care of yourself. And I really do believe that this workbook could help a lot of people. There are tons of other workbooks out there. I just happen to find this one. It is also created by a Black woman. So obviously I love supporting Black owned businesses and things like that. And I just feel like this is such a really good resource. So I just wanted to share it.
Okay guys, so what I have is I actually want to show you the website so I can show you exactly what journals that they offer, and they have a few more things in here. The website is Set in Soul. Like I said, I'll link it in the description box. But they have some facial masks and things like that. But these are all the journals, and I just want to go through and show you how many different journals they offer. Like, there's an abundance, and they're not bad price. They're all about roughly about 30 to all about $30, but I think it's $30 well spent. So this is the one that I was talking about for new moms, and it's a journal about obviously motherhood and things like that, and kind of just like realigning yourself, evolving, and bonding. Really cool. This one is health and fitness, your healing journal. Then you have a pregnancy journal. Like I said, could be for new moms or not new moms. If you had a bad pregnancy your first time and you want a better pregnancy for the second time, it's a really good option. And then see, these have things like this, like so for breast cancer journal, miscarriage, coping with loss and grieving, habit forming and breaking habits, also spiritual shift, self-love, which is the one that I got, and it's only $27. This is the one that I recommend everyone get. Another spiritual journal. This one is a gratitude journal, which is a really good one that you should look into. Then they have a before marriage one. So all these are basically by gender. So it doesn't matter what gender you are or what you identify with. Anyone can use these. And then this is another one geared towards weddings or after the wedding. A bullying journal, which is, I think, amazing, but they kind of all have their own different thing. You know what I mean. And then we have trust issue ones, which I think nowadays is everyone should probably pick this journal up. I will probably pick that up. Then here's a couples one, which is kind of like the first journals that I showed you, the him and her, but this is kind of like that. Goals, single parent journal, and this one is in Spanish. So then they have another one, which is manifest your love story, the reclaim one that I already have. This one is beauty, hair, and personal style. And this is a unisex breakup journal for his and hers. But like I said, these aren't really geared towards just women. Like, anyone can come in here and use them. But this one specifically is saying that, yes, this is for both. So yeah, I just wanted to come in here and actually show you the website and show you the abundance of journals that they offer. And I think for the price and what you're getting, it's a good deal. So I just wanted to show you the website and let you know this is what they have going on.
So back to my journal. What I have is, this is just the front page. I'm not very artistic, so bear with me. Getting this ready for 2019. I'm taking the last couple of days of December to kind of like soak in my sorrows, but I plan on starting. I kind of already filled this out, so I try to make every page like a little bit different, but then I got really bored with it and I didn't want to. So, but I did take from the Crown. I did write out every single question in here, and I do plan on going in and filling it out. And like I said, I also didn't want to write in those workbooks because I have really big handwriting. But yeah, I did just go in here and write all the questions out, and I plan on answering them. And then it kind of just gets back into okay, so once you ask all these questions for introspection, these are basically asking questions about you and how you're feeling and where your mindset is. Then the next part of the workbook is you repositioning your love for yourself. And every day it's like no different from journaling. Like if you just came in and said, today I did this. So this one's a little bit different. It's broken into morning thoughts and nightly thoughts. And I didn't write this on every single page. I just wrote the template out so that I didn't have to keep going back to the book. And if I just wanted to carry the journal around, I could. So I have it in here. So every day in the morning, you're going to write the date and what your mood is for that morning. And then obviously today's prayer for myself. Today I'm repeating to myself, what am I doing for myself today? And then it dives into at the end of the day. So today's inner self-care regime included, I am happy I did. Today I gave myself the following compliment, and today I was inspired by. Now this is just getting you to really pay attention to how you're feeling and things like that, or at least that's how I plan on using it. So I'm really excited. And if I get some likes and comments on this video, maybe I'll show a progress on how I'm using it, if I've changed anything about it, and things like that, if I've added or taken away. This section, I came up with this by myself because I was talking to a friend, and obviously we have different ideas of what's going to make us happy, and what might make me happy is not going to make someone else happy. So I kind of just want to break it down and say, okay, well, what do I need in my life that is going to bring me happiness? And I know that obviously I'm creating my own happiness, which is why I'm saying for me. So I basically made a jar, and these are supposed to be cups. I'm not really good at that. But for this, I put a jar, and the jar represents all the things or categories that I know is going to bring me happiness. So I have it broken down to the basic ones of obviously loves and emotion, family, friends, hobbies, financial freedom, health and body, and then my job. So obviously in each one I have it also broken down to what I already have that's making me happy and what I need to bring me more happiness. Or it's kind of like more of a mutual, like I'm still lacking in this, but I have something that's at least is making me happy. And some sections I'm not going to show at all, but there's some sections that I have completely read out, which means I don't have any of it, and I need to refill that, or I need to work on those things. So when I'm doing my journaling for the day, I know, okay, well, did I work on this today to make me happy? Or how am I working on these things that are in the inside the red? How am I working on these to make me have them and to make me happy? And that's kind of just my own idea. If you like it, use it. If you don't use it. But it's something that I plan on seeing if it works out for me. Then on the last page that I have are obviously my goals for 2019. And I'm in the military, so a lot of times we get the NCOs. I'm an NCO, but we ask our soldiers what their long-term goals and their short-term goals are. And for me, it's really hard to just like break it down into two sections of short-term, because like 3 months is a short-term goal, but it also can be considered a long-term goal and things like that. So I kind of broke it down into what's my first 1 month goal diving into 2019. And that can just be anything. As like, obviously, my first month goal will probably be keeping up with my journaling and my planning and reading and things like that. Those will be my goals for like my first month. And those are obviously those setting those habits and things like that. And then obviously you have 3 months, 6 months, and what is my overall end of the year goal? Like, what do I want to accomplish in 2019? So for myself, I found it a little bit easier to be able to break it down into smaller sections so I don't feel so overwhelmed with just slapping on here like, okay, I want to hit 1,000 subscribers. Obviously that would be an end of the year goal, but in these ones I can break it down to, okay, well, in 3 months I want to see 100 subscribers, and in 6 months I should see 500 subscribers, and then obviously if I double that, I should actually add probably like 9 months. But anyways, yeah, so it just allows me to break this end of the year down into smallers, and it can show me how I plan on achieving those goals. Essentially, I don't know, maybe it's working. I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, I just wanted to share what I planned on doing, and I really just wanted to share those 2 workbooks that I had. Okay, and that's all I had for you guys today in this video. I just wanted to show you some of these workbooks, like I said multiple times already. So if you like this video, you want me to show more of these videos, you want me to show you my progress into the journaling, I probably won't dive too deep into it, obviously, because I don't want you knowing all my personal business. But if you do want to see me using this, if I change anything about them, like, subscribe, tell me down in the comment box. Be sure to check these out. That's all I can say. But if you like this video, thanks for coming. If you didn't like this video, I don't even know why you're here. So